So we take a few minutes, 5 minutes or less, to tell you about our trailers and where we got them, where we're from, and all that kind of good stuff. So as the group goes around, if the people aren't here, we'll just look at the outsides and I'll tell you who they are. If I know who they are, I may have forgot by now. You never know. So anyway, I'm Ed Moore. Everybody knows that. This is my 1946 Spartan. This is a 25-foot Manor. It is the smallest of this body style that Spartan made. It's pretty desirable because it is the smallest. They made this body style all the way up to 33 feet. So they look exactly the same. They just add more middle in them, make them longer. So this was found in the woods. It had sat for 20 years open to the weather. There were raccoons living inside of it. And a tree had fallen on the back of it and crushed the back of it. And as you can see, I'll point out my boo-boo. I poked a canoe or a kayak through the front window and I still haven't fixed it yet. So, but anyway, it's plexiglass front windows. So come on over. It's a little messy, but you're welcome to take a look inside. And we changed it around a little bit. So from previous years, you'll see what we did. We took the bathroom, we switched it to the side of the back door. This has 2 doors. So we've switched the side, and you can see, if you haven't ever seen in there before, take a look please, and check it out. So, pet the dog too. Yeah, the dog, yeah, you got to pet the dog, it's a requirement. So, yeah, this was a total gut job, wired, insulated, everything was redone on the inside. And then I just redid it again a month ago and switched everything around. So it's got a full bed in the back. It's got the 2 side and then this one here. Get back in there.
Nice.
Freedom.
I know it's space, right?
I don't have your leash on you, so you're gonna have to go back in. You got water and everything. Good.
I like how it's set up. Yeah.
Shall I do an interior?
Yeah, you can if you want.
All right.
I've shot the inside, but so.
Hi, burrito.
Yeah, get burrito in here.
Oh, hi, baby.
Good.
Oh.
Yeah, I know he's thinking. He's like,
Okay.
something going on. Good. Thanks. So, okay.
When did they stop making Spartans?
1961. They were changed. They were sold out to an insurance company, Minnehaha Insurance or something like that. The name was, and but the Spartan School of Aeronautics still exists.
And where were they made?
Tulsa, Oklahoma. The J.P. Getty Gasoline.
Yep.
He bought the company in 29, right after the Depression. Bought it cheap from Skelly was the guy's name who started it. And you guys can open it and look. So we'll have it on the open house too. But that's why we do this, so because a lot of times during the open house we don't have time to look. So I figure.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So I think it just helps. So anyway, we'll go over here and we'll look at Paul and Tracy, Sazulist. And this is a clapper, if I remember correctly. So 1966 according to the step box. So
It's a clapper, isn't it?
it's a clapper. Clapper, very nice. Thanks for clapping. Thanks for not sharing the clap. Okay.
And then it sat vacant for probably 10, 12 years. A creek ran through it.
Oh my God.
Floor. It was pretty bad when we actually decided we'd start it. It was a dream we always wanted to do, was put it on a trailer and be able to travel with it. And so we finally did it. It works out good because we have storage. All of our food.
The holy grail.
If we go where we have electric, we put a refrigerator in there. Ray built us a gas stove, so we cook outside. You can go in. We took the bathroom and the booth out. We turned the refrigerator. We built steps to the bunk because we're getting older. It's hard to get that first step down in the morning is still pretty rough. You're welcome to go in and.
Who painted it?
Oh, and I painted it.
Very nice.
It's adorable.
You want to duck when you go in. 'Cause,
Yeah.
If you own an old camper, you know to duck.
yeah,
Yep.
I like to tell
This
everybody.
is,
I got marks on my head.
this was it. This was in our heyday. We had our own campground. So it was used like every weekend. Yeah, the creek ran through there. Yep. You couldn't even step on the floor. But you're welcome to go in and check it out. And we camp. We camp all the time. Yeah.
It was originally sold by.
Boy, he's handsome.
Thanks.
Now it,
Oh,
now
thought you were talking about the dog.
No, he's got the right shirt on.
Yeah, he's got the right shirt on too. Yeah.
Oh, Virginia got dressed up in shirt on.
Yep.
I just ate a bullet.
Spill it. What is it?
It's a 1946 Spartan. We've had it, 4 years?
That we've been
It
using.
was pretty much a mess when we got it. It was filled full of stuff. There was nothing on the inside. And we spent 2 years doing what we did to it. So that's about it.
And it's an awesome.
And you did the woodwork. And
Yeah.
Between the two of us.
Oh, you
Yeah.
both did the woodwork.
Yeah.
And the
She did a-
upholstery,
she
the
did her
awesome
upholstery work.
upholstery.
She made the awning.
On the awning.
No, I haven't been.
You're welcome to go inside.
Is it a new frame as well? Put a new frame on it, or I mean,
No.
it's higher than. Put a new
It's got a different axle underneath though. The original axle had a 4-inch drop, and this just got a straight, so it's 4 inches higher than what it used to be.
Beautiful door, screen door. Hello, love.
My sister has an upholstery shop, but she does awnings and stuff, so it's nice and and her industrial.
Yeah, you don't put that stuff on.
No, it's got the like the special.
Saw you guys before at Sam's.
Oh my lord.
No, we didn't have it.
Yeah. We'll get him.
Holcomb, and this is my husband Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Our 1966 DeCamp. We purchased it not even a year ago from a lovely lady in Rome, New York, who had owned it since 1996. She cried when we took it home. Yeah. So it was made in Elkhart, Indiana, and I don't know a whole lot about it. There's just not a whole lot of information about DeCamps, unfortunately. But you know, we've done just a few little odds and ends, just fixing some windows and some screens, and then we just started using it. Her name is Jude. Did I mention that? Her name is Jude. So feel free to take a peek inside.
And we should mention that Beth is also first year Tin Can Tourist hosting an event, a TCT event.
Yep.
So August 1st through the 4th. It's called Race to the Rally, and it's just outside of Saratoga Springs, New York, just miles from the racetrack. And if you're interested, I have flyers. We'd love to have you join us.
Thank you.
Thank you. I had one of these until I put it on the burner with the oven. Yeah, my grandmother made that's how my grandmother made coffee.
I love my class.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay. What do you mean you got nothing to say?
25 years and I've done. Oh, I did. And I'm selling bags and hunting.
Yes.
A year and a half ago. Did you make it? I did. I did. But that's it. It's all Yeah, it's it's kind of the way I got it 25 years ago.
It was good then, and it's good
It's good then and it's good now.
Where are you from, Annie?
West Danby, New York.
West Danby, New York. Down around Ithaca, right?
Yes.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah.
Annie's been here many, many times. She's
So it's the same old, same
veteran.
old. It needs more paint. It needs a tear down, but house comes first. I got most of the window screens pulled back, so you should have some light.
Oh yeah, no, the lighting isn't bad at all. This camera's not too bad. The light.
Yeah, they're feed bags.
Martha and Gary Keenan.
Okay.
Avon, New York.
Avon, New York.
And this is our Bambi that has been a year and a half fixing. From the frame is good, other than a couple spots were ribs, but other than that, everything else is pretty much was gutted and redone. And it's not, there's like 3 or 4 things that are original, the rest is all new, because nothing was really salvageable. But you're more than welcome to go. What year is it? 61.
It came with a desk in it. The front had a desk from the factory,
Yes,
and it had only one bunk. And the desk was rotted, but we threw it away. It was like a desk there and a chair.
yeah.
Why you would?
Yeah, we
That's why they ordered it.
needed a bed.
Wanted an office.
Yeah. Apparently,
Well, the time when
it was expensive.
the woodwork
He was redoing that.
it's all there. Other than a couple
But
of
this one, he took a window out here. That was one of the hard things. If you ever have to do the skin, that was hard. And on the other side, there was a window that the guy put in that wasn't, and Gary said, no, it doesn't look right. I said, it looks okay to me. So that was probably beautiful. Yeah, these are
I do a lot with cardboard before I cut the wood.
we had this brown paper.
This is Joe Gilroy. He's out of Seneca Falls, New York. This one's a front kitchen. Yeah, it's a front kitchen. Pretty rare unit. You don't see too many front kitchens. I'm gonna peek inside. See if he left his underwear hanging. No, underwear ain't hanging. We're good. He's got a mess, but that's Joe, you know. So as you guys can see, it is a front kitchen.
Something different, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You don't usually see that front kitchen. So.
Owasso, made in Michigan.
Here, go stand over there.
We'll stand in front
Don't forget, go stand in front of it so we know.
like I own it.
Yeah, like you own it.
It's actually made in Owasso, Michigan. And it's a 16-footer, 14-foot box. We've had it a couple years. It's a work in progress. I like stuff looking like they always did, you know. We haven't made a whole lot of changes, updates, or anything. I mean, the fridge still keeps everything cold, including ice cream. It's a 66-year-old refrigerator. It doesn't have a bathroom or anything, but we've redone the upholstery. The birch is all original. I had made a new table for it for this weekend because the old table was not the right one. But yep, that's it. Step right in, take a look, whatever. These are a few pictures from when I was a kid, what led me into vintage camping. As you can see, there's a carload of happy campers, another carload of happy campers. That's me and my brother and sisters, my dad and mom.
That's where it all started.
Yeah. Started in a 55 Chevy Handyman wagon with a Scotty camper. Then he went Highline with a Caddy.
Yeah, oh
and
yeah.
a Wildcat camper.
Yeah.
But
This is a 1971 Dutch craft.
It was made in Lancaster, Pennsylvania by a boat company, Wald Enterprises. They weren't too concerned about level or good wood. So it's almost a frame up rebuild and resto remodel. Meaning I did the inside exactly the way, or kind of the way I wanted. And it may be getting another overhaul inside. And it's overdue for a paint job. It took me 9 months to rebuild it, and I had a lot of help from my mom and my boyfriend, and Stella likes the bed.
So where do you sleep, Christine?
I sleep wherever Stella gives me space on the bed.
There's 2 beds.
There are 2 beds, yes. 2 beds, no bathroom, lots of big storage closet where there used to be a toilet. I have a little porta potty that I use, and my 1971 propane refrigerator, furnace, gas light all work. I've used the furnace quite often. I've slept in this at 30 degrees and quite a few times. And this has traveled all the way to Massachusetts, Salisbury Beach, and as far west as Sampson.
Nice. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Sharon Lee, and this is my husband Dick, and we have this 89 Starcraft. I moved up from a Shasta compact without a refrigerator and decided that was a priority. This has a working 2-door refrigerator freezer with twin beds in the back that were original, and it also had bunks, but I took part of those out to have easier access to storage. I've done quite a bit of new replacements on it, but no real redecorating of any point. Christine made the kitchen table so that it was a little narrower to get in and out of the booth, but the fabric on the booths is the original. It's not really considered vintage, but it's comfortable with a full bath. And everything works in it. So the only thing we haven't tested out is the furnace, but everything else is working. But it really doesn't need a furnace to cook you out. And we do have it up for sale. It's moving on and moving up. So, but it's a really easy to tow unit, and it's served us well.
Thanks.
And you're welcome to take a look. Nothing fancy.
Great to put games in.
It's great for games. Because dry can't.
Nowadays, because we're laughing at politics in a whole new fashion, but it was, I think it's going to go down in history. History is what they did the best times ever. So we heard you stole some suits off the set.
Hi, Dad. Welcome to the world.
I'm Virginia Lee, and I'm not related to Sharon. And this is my 75 Argosy, which was made by Airstream. They made the Argosies during the 70s, and I tow it with my 74 Oldsmobile wagon. I bought the trailer 10, 12 years ago from a local guy, Rob Baker, who was very big into the Airstream world at the time. And I really have not done much. It had carpeting in it that I took out about 2 years ago, and we've done just little things. So, and there's an L-shaped dinette in it, which people keep telling me is kind of an unusual floor plan for. So, yeah. Take a look.
This is 22, or
Yeah, it is 22 feet, yeah.
theme, of course.
I got you.
Yeah, this is Swinger. It's 1968. I'm Tammy.
Where are you from, Tammy?
I'm from Parrish.
Okay.
I've had it probably about 6 years. It is a swinger made in Elkhart, Indiana by Action Industries. My husband just happened to be at the right place at the right time with a lady that was complaining to her husband to get it out of the yard. So I went and looked at it, and we did a lot of work to what we could anyway. We went right down to the frame. The whole back was completely rotted. That's now a new part of an airplane, which is kind of neat. And we gutted all the inside and kind of reconditioned what we could to make it look as what it was when we got it. And it's just, her name's Pearl from Janis Joplin, because I'm obsessed with the 60s and 70s and Woodstock. Like, it's my theme, and you're more than welcome to look in there. It's not like,
Yeah.
it's my little happy.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
It's my little happy.
It's your first time at Kayuta, right?
Yes.
Yes.
First time at Kayuta. I've been TCT since 2012 and went to Sampson.
Nice.
You're more than welcome to turn the light on the right here on the side.
Oh, I think we'll be okay. It's actually lighting up pretty decent.
Fun. My girlfriend went to go. I would have died and came back to go to the original Woodstock. I wasn't born then. It's just, I won.
Definitely hippie.
Well, that makes logical sense. Yep. He did that for me.
Nice. Okay. So what are we looking at?
This is a 1968 Fleetwing Wren. Oh. On camera. Oh.
Let me zoom in on that for you. Here you go, guys. Oh. Oh, okay. You watched them, all right. Mario watched them. Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
So she got this. She got this from the original owner, and it needed a little bit of work. But we did take it all apart, take all the skins off, and fix some rotted spots that needed repair. And let's see. You know, it's a very rare trailer. I don't know if you've ever heard of a Wren. Have you ever heard of it?
Nope. Nope.
Seen it on the internet.
Yeah.
We still need to be painted. That's the original paint that someone else had
Painted on it. Yeah.
painted on it several years ago. But the inside's all redone. You want to take a look inside?
Yeah.
Fleetwing.
No. So, yeah. And then a lot that had that part of it, we can't from the state, because we just didn't get it. We weren't sure.
Gene's talking about making a rack to replace them, but now he's thinking.
I'm Ralph, this is my wife Debbie. I'm with the Sarones. We were from Greenwich, New York, which is probably about 15 miles east of Saratoga Springs. This is a 1973 Travelux. They were made in Canada. They were made by a bunch of guys, or at least started, that had worked for Avion. So if you look at Avions and you look at this trailer, even though it's a 73, it looks about like an Avion from 5 or 6 years earlier. So they kind of stole a lot of those ideas.
Yes, they did.
When they came over. I don't know if you can see it, there's a sign here for Foster's Fishing Center, and that apparently is where it spent a lot of its life at a fishing place on Lake Ontario. So that helped us in that it wasn't, I'll say, roughed up but it did have a lot of floor rot. But we gutted it. Everything inside is essentially new. We were able to save some components like the sinks, the shower, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the sinks.
We modified the floor plan a little bit to try to improve it, but because of the fact of where all the windows are, you're kind of married to that when you look to change things. It makes it difficult to do. It was for sale up in Canada. The guy had it at one price, it wasn't moving, and he dropped it $1,000, and we quick got on the phone to him, and we literally wired money up the old-fashioned way by like Western Union to hold it, because a guy from Tennessee was ready to make a run up for it. And we picked it up in 2013. We've essentially been working on it since. We're about 90-some% done. We have a Thetford curve toilet in there. We call it the overnight toilet. So I did away with the black water holding tank and that stuff. I mean, it was so rotted that the 20-gallon freshwater tank in the front, which was made of a plastic, it just literally fell apart.
Yeah.
So again, we marine grade plywood up, and we're not fully set up for the show, but people are obviously welcome to take a look.
And there's a book right there on the table.
Oh yeah, on the table with pictures.
It's
all the
considered
nasty
a 20-footer, which gives you
pictures.
about a 16-foot bottom. Yeah. So, but we tow it with the minivan. It tows well. Oh yeah. Sometimes, believe it or not, we get about 15 miles a gallon if I do about 62.
Yeah, there's a.
Yeah, it's amazing what your mileage does when you put a box behind the car.
30 with that.
Oh, yes, they did do some work in
Mhm.
there, right? It's nice.
It's got a shower too.
Very nice. I like the tables.
Yeah, the Thetford curve looks very familiar. I got one in mind.
Oh, the curtains are very tropical. Nice fabric.
All right, this is a 1932 Cozy Camp, tent camper. We acquired this through Forrest Bone and an email from a gentleman in Iowa. And after negotiations back and forth for 6 months, we asked him, how many other people have contacted you? He said, us. That's it. So we met the fellow in Indiana, met him halfway, figured if it's really bad and it comes apart, it'll come apart on him, not us.
Yeah.
We met the fellow, transferred everything, brought it home, and like most of these campers, it turned out to be worse than we thought. So we took it down to the axle and the frame rails and started over.
Yeah.
And we tried to keep as much of the original as we could. Some of the wood inside is original, some of it was just beyond even thinking about. In fact, some of it was, we had I think that's what it looked like. We added 2 taillights because in 1932 they only had one.
So where are you from? I don't know if we...
My name is Don Hay, my wife Dawn Hay, and we're from East Aurora, New York, 20 miles south of Buffalo.
And just so everybody knows, how far did you travel?
We traveled about 250 miles driving a Model A Ford, towing this.
I hope everybody heard that. He was pulling this with a Model A Ford. 250 miles.
A couple minor breakdowns, but nothing serious.
That sign is a piece of the original metal, if you want.
Is it?
That sign is actually it's one of the side panels off of the back, and a friend of ours pinstriped it and lettered it and made a sign for us.
But that's why we had to replace so much of the metal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same guy that did
Pinstripe that, yeah. Nice.
My wife did all the canvas, and it was about a 2-year project on and off.
Okay. Thank you.
Really cold.
It was really cold. What do you mean?
That's the coldest we've ever been in.
It should be insulated, sorta. It's got canvas.
It is. It has an R value of 00001.
I think I lived in that house. There's his Model A that he pulled it with.
This metal box on the end, this was for an alcohol stove.
Okay.
So you could cook in it, and then you could prop this up.
Yeah, caught right in that
And
groove.
it would ventilate.
Gotcha.
Somehow, the idea of an alcohol stove inside a tent seemed like a really bad idea.
Yeah. Hey, it must have worked because it didn't burn it down. It rusted away.
Yeah, got that right.
Yeah.
And there's our Model A. 1930 Ford Woody wagon.
And how many times do you have to rebuild the carburetor here?
I had the carburetor off en route twice, pulling dirt and gook out of the inside of it. And we're going to give it a little love today.
Yeah.
Yep, spend a little time on it. We did some upgrades to it, some modern goodies inside the engine, and put hydraulic brakes on it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. This trailer is a tag-along. It's owned by Linda Potter and Jack Elliott from Remsen, New York, just down the road. They were looking for quite a while for a trailer, and she checked out a couple of mine, and then she found this one, and it was in pretty good shape. So she snagged this one up, and I think it's all pretty much original. I won't go poking along because, you know, you never know what you're going to find in there. So they're not. I see her truck's gone. They got Jack's truck, but her truck's gone. So, but so
I do.
yeah.
Yeah. If
So.
I see them, I can point them out.
Linda Potter and Jack Elliott. Yeah, you can peek in the windows. Sure, peek in the windows. Okay, guys, I guess we're going to talk this one too. This one here is a 1962 Matson Dorf. They only made these from, I think, 59 to 64. And Diane Thompson and Richard Wright from Colebrook, New York. And I actually was kind of instrumental in bringing this one to the rally because the folks that had it bought it new, and she actually had the receipt for it. And yeah, I think they paid $699 for it. And it had been on the lot for a couple years. She said they got a good deal on it because it had been setting for a while. And they bought it. They used it with their kids. And they used it with the kids, used it with the grandkids. And then they had it setting, and they thought, you know, they tried to get rid of it. They called me in to take a look at it and kind of give them an appraisal on what it was worth. And I did. We posted it on the Tin Can Tourist website. And she called me about an hour and a half later and told me it was sold. And by somebody who lived 5 miles away. So these guys jumped right on it, and it was, so it's here. So it stayed in town. I love it. I love it when they stay in town. I love it when they stay here and they come to these rallies. So oh, you're already in the picture.
Yep. It's an Avion C10, 66.
1966 Avion C10.
6.5, weighs about 1,400 pounds.
1,400, okay.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it from?
6.5 foot box.
Yeah.
Bed truck. And
Yeah.
It'll go on better on an 8.
Hey, you would go better on an 8-foot, yeah. Where'd you get it?
Down in Michigan to get it in the Upper P.
Up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So she's come a long ways back to New York.
And put a new floor in her.
Yeah.
And new plumbing and new wiring. So we got half of it done in a couple months, so it's not
Right.
too bad.
Where are you from?
New York, Remsen.
Remsen, New York. Local.
Local people.
Local people.
Yeah.
It is. I gotta go in this. I mean, I go in every one of them, but
Yeah.
definitely.
Look at all the stuff. Got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I got stuff, parts and pieces. Those are the warmers, just soap and water.
Yeah.
Just got packed.
Yeah.
The 71 Scotty camper. A Highlander, I think.
Yeah, it's a Highlander.
And the 71 truck that matches. It was a total gut. Rebuilt frame and everything. If anybody wants to see the pictures, they're right there.
Where'd you buy it, Joan? You remember where you got it?
From Fletch.
Oh, you got it from Fletch.
Yeah, we got it
From Fletch. Yeah, Trumansburg.
Trumansburg.
And I remember you and I bringing it back, and we duct taped it, and we ratchet strapped it.
Because it was all coming apart.
Yep, I think she would have blew apart on the way back. She was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Another Scotty. For sure.
Okay, guys, where are you from? What's your trailer? What's your name? All that good stuff.
So we're Scott and Darby Near. We're from Galway, New York, which is outside of Saratoga.
Okay.
We have a 63 Globetrotter.
Mm-hmm.
We got it in August.
Oh, jealous.
So we really haven't done anything to it.
Wow.
We have big plans for it. But
Okay, yeah.
Time is
Sure.
an issue. This is our first TCT rally.
Oh.
We're newbies pretty much to any rally. We went to a local one in October. That was our first. So
Mm-hmm.
our second.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I hope you're having a good time.
We are.
Yeah.
So the thing for the fourth owner of this fourth owner of the trailer, his uncle owned it for about 7-ish years, and he knew the original owner.
Okay, good.
It went across the United States with 5 people in it. I can't believe it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We generally have 3 or 4. We have 2 boys, so it's tight with those.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. You're more than welcome to look through. There's lots of stuff that we need to do. We need to redo the cupboards. His aunt painted it. She painted like the handles and such, so that has to all be fixed. The best part, I think, of the camper is the tub.
So did you get it from family? Or?
Yeah.
Very bright in here. You see it's got the tub shower unit in the back. Stove. Yeah, we're letting a few bugs in for you. I'm out. I'm out. There you go. It's a hungry bunch. Got to get them fed.
Some things you gotta learn, okay? So I'm gonna quiz these guys, and you'll see what level you have to reach. So, okay, so easy one. You guys can raise your hands or just shout it out, I don't care. So, what are the TCT colors? Black and tan, yes it is. If you look up there on the poster, you can see the tan and the black lettering. So, this year.
Move over so, yeah,
secret handshake is? How about you, Jim? You want to show it to him? This is the secret handshake. Okay. There you go. Good job. Yep. Nice. Good job. Yep. Now you got the secret handshake. Excellent. Let's do,
The password.
yeah, what's the secret password? Yeah, we'll do that one too. Okay, which is? Knit-knack. Knit-knack is the secret password. Tin can backwards. What is the secret sign? Secret sign. Form the letter C with your hand. That is the secret sign. Okay. There's a little bit few more in this system, but we're not going to go. Those are the primary.
What's the
one that we love
motto?
the most is the song.
The motto.
So, the way we do it is we will sing the song once. It's very difficult. We will sing it once, and then you guys will sing it back, and then we will judge if it's worthy. It's kind of like The Voice. Yeah. And I'll be Blake Show.
Minus the money and the fame.
Yeah, Mayor, no money, no fame. Yeah. So, ready? 1, 2, 3. The more we get together,